hate this so much. So much. This is bullshit. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. How?
He's going to go for this vertical. Oh, my God.
How?
And then, oh! Swerve got lit up by
It's happening.
to do it. And the mic drop. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Go up to Danielson and say, hey, B.Y., can you teach me how to become injury prone and turn my brain into scrambled eggs? Be regal and say, hey, Willie, can you teach me how to pop pills? The hammer, but Bryce Remsburg, he never saw it. Pack 2, 3. Wow. You want to capture this AEW interim women's world title? Oh, wait, Athena! She slingshotted back to her feet!
Oh, good.
Let's put another King Kong lariat. Didn't happen. Oh! A blue psycho knee! Get a cover here! Nails with a chance! No! Hold on, after the Yanko. Oh!
Is that a curb stop?
Uh-oh! Moxley! Uh-oh! Death Rider! Death's got it! 1, 2, no!
You curb stop.
On the top there. Oh, Death Rider on the stage! You heard that thud. Danielson's momentum just rolled. Sense of urgency, the sense of urgency. 1, 2, no! It's in his faded. Ball's looking around. All that weight. Ball's looking around. That's it. No! That is it!
What is going on? I just had to add that. What is going on, guys? Welcome to Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. It is Friday, September 23rd. Woo. 2 days ago was AEW Grand Slam. What a night. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Do us a favor, hit that like button, leave a comment, and let's have a good hour and a half of talking wrestling. Maggie, how are you?
I'll tell you how I am. I completely blacked out that Chris Jericho beat Claudio, and now I'm mad again.
Yeah.
I totally blocked that out because it's so frustrating on one hand, and on the other hand, I get it. We're gonna talk about that in a while. Hi guys, thank you for joining us. Please like the video, share the video, leave us a super chat if you want, because I am rebuilding my bedroom. It costs a shit ton of money. Yes, Corey, like this is exactly what I said to Rob before the show. Because Rob actually said that he always watches my reactions before he uploads them to our show. But this time he didn't, because he genuinely wanted to watch me reacting to Paige's AEW debut. I did not see that coming because I stayed off Twitter because I was busy as fuck repairing my bedroom. I'm sorry for cursing so early in the show.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna. I know. So all my days off, which are not a lot, are into that repairing my bedroom, and I feel like I've worked for 5 weeks straight. Well, actually, I had 2 days off, and this is ridiculous. Yeah, so I stayed off Twitter a lot. I watched zero podcasts. I had no idea what was going on. And after she debuted it, I was like, I wonder if anyone scooped that. And turns out they didn't. And it was just so great.
It just, yeah, the only thing, according to people on Twitterverse, the Sean scooped it, but he just wanted everybody
He
to see
didn't
it.
actually.
I know. That's what's funny. He's like, yeah, of course I scooped it, and I'm going to put it on Louis Dangore's Twitter out of everywhere to put it. I'm going to put it on his Twitter. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it just turned out that was the day that he heard that they were having he heard about the conversation, and it is what it is there. But we have a super chat from our friend Throwback. What's good, guys? At a red light, drive Brody home. What do you guys think about the possibility of a fatal 4-way at Havoc? Much love, guys. I assume you're talking for the heavyweight title. Braun Breaker versus Dragunov, Tyler Bate, and probably
JD not gonna work.
Yeah, that guy. I was like, yeah, that guy.
Yeah, Jordan Devlin. Yeah.
Jordan Devlin.
Oh, we're gonna talk about NXT today.
Yeah, we're gonna get to NXT, but
we're gonna get to NXT, and it's not a
yeah.
I love Louis.
Well, at least one of us does.
I don't know. He's hilarious, by the way. I'm so sure that he does it for the.
Oh, I do too. I know he does it on purpose.
Yeah, he so does it on purpose. I'm like, at some point, like he does have some tweets and opinions that trigger me a lot. And then I remember it's Louis and he's probably doing it on purpose, but I get really, really pissed off at some of his tweets. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the way he is. It's fine. I mean, that's the way he is. I don't talk to him. Ryan Sullivan did not get scissored by Big Daddy, by Big Money Drew. He chose Kate. I'm sad. Also, you two are the loveliest. Oh, thanks, man.
Okay, there is a couple of things that I want to touch upon that.
And I will scissor you anytime, Ryan. Anytime I'll scissor you.
This do you guys want to? Do you want me to leave? Do you want me to leave you guys alone?
You can even watch if you want to.
Rob, no. Okay, so a couple of things about that. Okay.
Yeah.
A couple of things about that super chat. Ryan, shame on you, Drew, for not scissoring Ryan. Also, I love you, Drew. Drew sent me a lovely picture. I'm not saying what that picture is. It's nothing naked.
Oh.
It's not.
Oh, Wardlow.
Now it sounds weird. Okay, he sent me a picture of Wardlow.
I know.
Okay?
Like you.
Like yeah.
Like,
and a second thing, Ryan, I will also scissor you in a good way. That also sounded weird. I'm sorry. Thank you, Soupy. Thank you, Mark. You're just the best. And third, I personally would like to send all the love to all the people that go to the bathroom whatever the hell they want to. Okay? Kate and Alex, Queen of the Ring, we love you so much. And we are sending all the love and all the hugs. And if I could have, I would have been peeing right now. Okay? Just because I can.
All right. Well, if this was OnlyFans, you could, and we'd probably make some money.
I know.
I saw Ace ask a question earlier. No, I'm at my grandparents' house in Georgia, so I don't have a new setup. Well, technically it's new for now, but so that's why. But let's get into it. AEW Rampage is tonight, but AEW Grand Slam, and technically AEW Grand Slams tonight too. But Wednesday night, the world was, I guess, shocked with Saraya making her AEW debut. According to Dave Meltzer, she's not cleared yet. That's why she didn't end up touching anybody in the ring. She just kind of did her walk around.
And it was completely enough.
It was fine. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so it was, but it was good. I love the reaction. She deserves that reaction. Um, and I got to, I don't know if you got to see it because, like you said, you haven't been able to see much because you've been so busy. But there is video of her watching the crowd reaction, and that she gets pretty like you can tell she gets pretty choked up. I mean, I don't remember her crying, but like I remember she like you could tell that she was getting emotional, and that was pretty cool to see.
Well, Saraya was always an emotional
Yeah.
person.
Oh well,
Okay,
it's
she was always incredibly emotional. Whatever she was never the one to shy away from speaking her mind and speaking her heart and whatever. So I'm not surprised at that.
yeah, yeah.
So, what are your thoughts about this?
About her being in AEW, or
Yeah, like what? How do you feel about that?
well, I think well the biggest thing for the longest time, how you do not have her on camera in WWE as a manager is just baffling. When you
Yes.
had Ronda Rousey who was struggling, Paige, I'm going to call her Paige in WWE. Paige could have been the Paul Heyman for her. You know, like that version of Paul Heyman for her. You know, like somebody just you could have made her into your Brock Lesnar. That just shows the way Vince McMahon was. Like if he just didn't like a vision, that's what's too bad about it. Because I'm willing to bet that if this was different now, where she had a couple of months left, or maybe let's say she had 6 months left on her contract, I think she would be in WWE for the whole part, even if we don't know if she'll ever be cleared. You know, she might just end up being a manager of some sort. We don't know. I hope she does get cleared for if that's what she wants. Whatever she wants, I hope she gets. But I do know this. When you have somebody like Paige under contract and you're keeping her off TV the same way that they did with Stokely Hathaway, Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, that's not their problem. That's your problem. That just shows what kind of issues. Now NXT, that was a Triple H issue. Like he was the one with Stokely and Chelsea Green and Deonna. Like he never got them on TV. So
Yeah,
that's on
Gianna
him.
Purrazzo will forever be mind puzzling
Yeah,
because you see what she's doing in Impact, and you
yeah,
see that incredible talent, and you see that in ring psychology that she has, and she's always a terrific seller. Like I never knew about her up until Impact. That's how I'll phrase that.
yeah,
When Impact happened, and I'm like, what she used to be in NXT? Like
yeah,
what?
yeah.
How do you not have her on TV all the time and not be your champion for forever?
Yeah. We have a super chat from Jeremy Bauman. He says, hope everyone is enjoying my birthday. Well, hey, happy birthday!
Happy
And I hope
birthday!
I was enjoying it, so that's good. And I hope to see the Fiend tonight. Also, here is a little money from my 20% pay increase I get in 2 weeks. Hey, congratulations for that, man!
We love
You're
that
winning.
for you.
You're winning all over
Yeah,
the place.
hard work pays off.
20%. Damn, that's good.
20%
Um,
is a lot.
yeah, that's good. Man, and I do hope we see the Fiend, and we'll talk about that too.
Of course, yeah.
Because that's something, man. There's been so much talk about that, and it's and
Hmm.
if Grand Slam wasn't this week, I think we would have probably opened up with Bray talking about that. But I think part of it too is we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves either, because we don't
Of course,
know.
yes.
But I know the video came out today of him looking pretty good. Like of him working out and stuff. He looked in good shape. So
You see, I've been so preoccupied with work that I have not seen that.
yeah, I'm anxious. It's good to say you're looking forward to SmackDown. Because there's been
I am really much.
yeah. So, before we go over the matches quick, did you have a favorite match of the night?
Can I talk about Paige first?
Oh,
Or
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, I thought you did. My bad.
no, like it's no.
Okay.
I have a lot of stuff to say about that.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
So okay, uh, do you? Let me start off with a question. Do you think that things will change now that she's there?
It really depends if she's if she's cleared for wrestling, if she's cleared to
It really
wrestle.
doesn't matter. She's there. Will the women's division matter?
Oh,
It really doesn't matter if she competes or not. She's in AEW. She got the graphic. Will
mm,
things change?
I want to say yes, but I don't. That's the thing. I want to say yes. Obviously, I want to say yes, but until I see it change, I just don't know. I really don't, because I don't know. I want it to change so bad, because there's so many wrestlers they have that are really good, and they have wrestlers that need more camera time, that don't need to wrestle like on dark, because when you wrestle them, put them on dark, they're wrestling sometimes they're wrestling people that are not, they're newer wrestlers, so they're not even, when you have newer wrestlers wrestling newer wrestlers, sometimes you don't get that much experience. You need to have them in there with ring veterans. Like, um, it's just one of those things. I hope that they do get more time. I really do. I would like to see them average 2 women's matches a show. Um, do I see that happening? I think so. I just, will it stay? The thing is will it stay at that level? Like, will they do it? Like, that's the thing. It really just depends on, I guess you'd say, the numbers. For, I think that's why it doesn't do it now, is because they look at the numbers, and that's a reason. I think and I know people get tired. Like, I heard somebody say the other night, I shouldn't say, I read it on Twitter, unfortunately. Somebody said that they're pushing Britt Baker again. Why is she in this match? It's like, well, it's Britt Baker. I get people are tired, but I'm like, they're not going to put the title on her. They're not. I'm like, I just don't think they're going to put the title on her. So, but it doesn't hurt to put her in the match. And I liked how they put her in the match. And granted, the poor woman looked like she broke her nose again, but I don't know if she did. But
She sold it so
she's
brilliantly.
great in the ring, and I
She's
get why
great.
people don't want.
I also get it. Yeah. Okay.
But that's the thing. I want to see more out of the women until I see it, though. It's like, I'll believe it when I see it. That's the easiest way to say it.
Okay, so for what it's worth, the fact that we're starting off our show by talking about something good in AEW's women's division
Yeah.
is saying something. Like,
It is.
it's that's saying something. So that being said, you said it yourself. It was puzzling that WWE didn't have Paige on screen, having in mind that they have had her under contract, because Paige is the youngest champion in their company. Was that right? Like, she was
Well,
the
on the
youngest NXT women's champion, and then
yeah,
she was the one to dethrone AJ Lee, which
I remember
I'm
that night.
I remember that night so
Yeah.
much. Like, that was the night after WrestleMania. I'm still not a fan of that, because I'm so biased towards AJ Lee, and like, okay. But on the other hand, this is just how much AJ loved Paige, because she was she said yes to Paige doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, Ryan. I didn't want us to talk about that because it's so ridiculous.
I'm gonna have to
Okay.
fix. Yeah. Sorry.
Uh, yeah. Okay. So not only that, so she defeated and she dethroned AJ Lee by her with her record-setting Divas Championship run. Nikki Bella eventually beat that record, but that, let's face it, this was out of spite. Okay, this was so out of spite. uh, Not only that, but Paige was on Total Divas. Like, people know her. People who watch Total Divas and Total Bellas aren't necessarily wrestling fans, and they become wrestling fans because they've seen her on Total Divas or Total Bellas or etc. etc.
Yep.
Not only that, but on top of that, she has a fucking movie made about her featuring The Rock.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
like, yes, and didn't WWE make that movie?
Yeah. WWE films.
Yeah, okay, so what is happening?
There's a helicopter flying over, and then I think
Are you okay?
two or three birds just flew by too, and I was like, Jesus. So it just kind of freaked me out.
Okay, so you're fine, right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay, so WWE made a movie about Paige and then let her go. Like, a, a movie that The Rock had parted in, and now that woman is in their rival company.
That's the
Let
thing. Vince didn't care. Like, that didn't matter to Vince. That was the problem.
it mattered to The Rock.
Yeah.
This is the thing I'm underlining here.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, people like The Rock way more than they like Vince
Oh yeah.
McMahon. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah,
Yes,
that's the
and
thing.
I
But
think that people would like mm, love and respect The Rock's opinion way more than Vince McMahon. I think it's well documented that Vince McMahon and Kevin Dunn have a problem with accents. They didn't want Becky Lynch cutting promos because they didn't like her accent, which is ridiculous when you think about what she's done on the mic and what she's done to her career by speaking her mind. And you can eventually see what Paige can do. Um, yeah, yes,
and
also.
Florence has a new movie coming out today that's probably going to win the box office this weekend too. So.
Sure. So, having in mind everything that she's done, you can probably say that she's a veteran in the business
Oh,
because
absolutely.
she's been places and
She's
she's been
been
through quite a lot. Also,
she's been part of the business since she was 10 years old because of her family.
absolutely,
So
yes,
she's a
of
veteran.
course.
She's a veteran. Like, she knows. I mean, for her age, she knows more than like some of the people, like some of those producers. She's been around longer in wrestling than
Hmm.
some of those
Hmm.
producers have. So
Yes.
it's but yeah. So yeah,
So that being said, she, like I said previously, she's known by her fans and by uh, wrestling fans as a whole, as
yeah,
someone who always speaks her mind when something doesn't appeal to her. And will AEW's booking of the women's division change? And if it doesn't, she'll probably say something about it. And how, like, what does TK do now? Because surely things have to change because she's there, because she's fucking Paige.
yeah,
And on the other hand, there's the issue of all these women being on your roster and busting their ass, trying to prove that they can go and trying to prove that they can be the stars and the main eventers and everything. And you do nothing. And then all of a sudden you sign a big name, of course, which also comes from WWE, and then you decide to change. Like, Imagine how some of the women's wrestlers may feel about that. I'm not saying they will. I'm just saying that we have different personalities, we have different opinions, we have different sides and different views about stuff. Like, if you've been there for quite a while and you haven't had the opportunity to fucking wrestle because you're in love with this, and then all of a sudden things change because Paige is here, like, are you going to be completely fine with it? Because after all, when women's wrestling changes and when it develops, it's best for your audience. It's best
Yeah.
for you because you're a part of that division.
Yeah.
Will they be those people, or will there be a bit of sourness?
Yep.
Like, what do you do? And for quite some time, after all, like talking about the women's division, for quite some time, the TBS championship was way more talked about and received much more love and attention and segments than the actual AEW women's belt. It's not it's not about that now. Like, the pages have turned, like, pun
Yep.
intended. Uh
Before hold on one second. I don't know in chat, but no spoilers please on Rampage at all, please. Um
Yeah, please, no spoilers in the
I don't
chat.
know if
I beg you. Like, I've seen, like, for the first time ever, I've seen all the spoilers. Like, I know what's gonna happen, but please don't ruin it for the people in the chat. Yeah. So the TBS championship was way more important than the AEW Women's Championship. It's not that now. It it's kind of backed up, and now the AEW Women's Championship is back on track. But when you think about it, it's not that way because of Tony Storm. It's
yeah.
kind of that way because of the Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter thing, because they're also always a part of that, of the people who fight for that belt and in matches and all these things. It kind of makes you think. It's
Yeah.
also, it's again about Britt Baker and someone else and not about the championship.
Yeah.
It's so strange. And
Well,
it's weird because Tony Khan let us know that he can always have women being in separate feuds without the championship being involved.
yeah.
Like, Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida were the perfect, for instance, about that,
Yeah.
because that feud was so great, and I actually enjoyed it way more than anything that they made with that belt at the time.
Well,
I
yeah.
think it was around the time when Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker were fighting about it.
Yeah.
I,
Well,
I I don't even remember. That's how ridiculous it was. But
yeah.
you know that, like, when you have all these women in your four-way matches, like, you can have one-on-one matches and use the other two for a different storyline. It's not rocket science. You can actually make it work because it's a 2-hour show,
Yeah.
and you can actually make it work. It's I'm not, like, I don't want to be the one making comparisons, but NXT is always a 2 hour, it's also a 2-hour show, and they made the women's division the main event
Yeah.
back
Well,
in NXT Black and Gold, of course. Like, I'm not talking about NXT 2.0.
yeah.
I'm kind of rambling now, so you
Yeah.
can take the wheel.
Yeah. We
Like,
will.
I will always rant about the women's division.
Yeah.
It's
We'll come
I
back
I
to it.
I hope it it it's for the best. I hope it turns into something better. I'm not gonna be mad if things change from now on. Now the Page is there, because she will she, she will like she will make that division matter. It's not about her. Like, she may even not wrestle, as you said. She may
Yeah.
not even be cleared. She only needs to be there, and now you have eyes on your women's matches. And you know why? women's matches always, didn't get eyes on them because you always put them in the same fucking time in that death slot
Yeah.
where, people actually want to do something like while that match is going on. It's a death
Yeah.
slot.
Yeah.
Of course, you're going to see decrease in numbers. Like, actually, when they actually put the women's matches at a different time, they did it twice in a row, right? They did it twice in a row, and they had better viewers.
Yep.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Well, we got a super chat from our friend Chris the Doc. Rampage spoiler.
You don't wanna pronounce his
I don't want
last
to say
name,
his
right?
last name. I don't, because I'm like Mueller.
Mueller.
I got it, Mueller. It's just stupid how I can't do it. Okay, well, I got it. Rampage spoiler. The Rock teams up with the Giant Gorilla. Oh wait, wrong Rampage. Never mind. Hope you're both well. Oh man, I hope you're well.
We hope you're well. We're sending all the love, like I DM'd you today, Chris. But again, live on the show, we love you and we're here for you.
and we want you to cook us breakfast.
Yes,
But
French toast.
let's move on and talk about the show. We'll go through it because we've talked about this one for quite a while. But Claudio versus Chris Jericho. Ugh. I know why they gave it to Chris Jericho. They're trying.
I get it. I get it.
But it also tells me this is the one thing that bothers me about the whole thing. If that was okay, granted, what was that? Whenever they took the title off Jonathan Gresham, what was the point of taking the title off? Granted, maybe that was the point. Like maybe they just needed to. Maybe they just didn't know at that time that's what they needed to do, and I get that. It just sucks. It just sucks that that's how they had to do it.
Yes.
That part baffled me. Because I like Jonathan Gresham, and I don't know the full story, like everything, like, but the thing with Claudio, I thought he was, and Ace just said the same exact thing I was going to say. Pretty much Ace or Claudio, I thought was fine with it. The whole BCC, like, there's no reason why I at least like that they protected him still, somewhat with because Jericho.
So what?
Well, I know. I'm just saying that's the only thing. Like, well, that's true too. Like, people in chat are making good points. Like, CB is like, can you imagine Jonathan Gresham losing to Jericho? I mean, ugh. But I know you weren't happy. We saw your reaction.
I was so mad. Like this was probably the most raw emotion ever. Like at 10 minutes after that, I got that. Okay, I realized why they did it. It didn't make me less mad because okay, I respect Chris Jericho for everything he's done for wrestling. Okay, I am so happy that he ever decided to do that because I cannot imagine a wrestling world without Chris Jericho. Like he's done so much.
Yeah.
Granted, he's my mother's favorite wrestler. That is not why I don't like him, by the way. But it's, I don't know, like, why are you 50 and you're stealing like the spotlight from young wrestlers? Why are you 50 and beating Claudio, like probably one of the best wrestlers in the world? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Is this happening?
No. Well, we got a super chat from our friend Sports Center. I just woke up. I have no idea what on the topic. Just showing some love for my two favorite wrestling fans. Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot to us.
Thank you so much.
We do appreciate that. I feel exactly the same way you do. Moving on to the AEW World Tag. What?
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay. We all know that Chris Jericho has been given that title for probably TV like things and channels probably. Why are you smiling so much?
Just looking at chat. Just
Okay.
That's all. Just different things in chat. I try not to look at chat as much, but it's just when you get different people in there that good
I
people,
know.
it's just hard.
I know. So we all know why they gave him the title. Like they needed a great TV deal, and this is probably why they gave him like the title. We all knew that this was happening because one of the best things that ever happened, it Ryan, the best things that got AEW off the ground was the fact that Chris Jericho was there, A, and B, that Chris Jericho was the AEW champion. I get that. But it's Ring of Honor. Like ROH is already a company.
Mhm.
And this is one of the things that puzzled me. But again, I get it. And I just want to, now that Chris Jericho has that title, I'm actually looking forward to see what he does with that title and what he does to that brand and how much he puts over the ROH talent.
This is what I think is going to happen. Um, I think Daniel Garcia is going to win that title at Full Gear. Is what I think is going to
Yes,
happen.
yes, okay, like this is the way you do it because, like, if you don't put over Daniel Garcia, like, what are you even doing? Like, because
Yeah.
he's one of the bright talent that AEW has, and that's a thing. Also, I respect the way that Chris Jericho has dealt with the whole situation backstage, and this is probably one of the other reasons why they. Well, I'm not sure that this was actually the reason, but this is one of the things that makes me more okay with the fact that he has a title because he was part of the morale. He was part of the Better Solutions backstage, and that's why I'm not so mad. And I only shouted for 15 minutes, okay? Like, it's fine. Moving on.
Okay. AEW World Tag Team Championships. Um, Swerve in our glory versus the acclaimed. As Maggie scissoring herself.
Because I have no one to scissor me, Rob. Thank
Yeah.
you for pointing that out.
Well, no, I don't have anybody to scissor with me either. So that sounds odd too. But uh,
I
this
have a
match.
genuine question for you,
Okay.
and I'm not even kidding. Is Scissor Me
Oh my god. Okay.
is Scissor Me this generation's Too Sweet Me?
No. This
Why?
is, yeah, I don't know. It's just too early for that.
Do
It's
you
just
think that it's
popular
a
right now.
fad? Do you think that is this the
For
flavor of the month, and then it'll go away?
I know.
Do you
I
think
mean,
that?
it'll be around. I think for quite a while, but it's not going to be the too sweet. The too sweet is, yeah. It's not. I don't. I think it might be the suck it, but even then, I still don't know if it's up there.
Yeah, well, you only say that because it's
I don't. But I mean, it could be. It could eventually get up there. I just don't. I just
it's
don't.
not there yet.
Yeah,
You're
it's got a
saying it's not
long
there
ways
yet.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah, but the claimed winning is the decision they had to make.
Yeah.
It's the
But
move they had to make.
it
This is the
is,
right
but
call.
the thing that sucks, and I hate going back to that press conference, whatever people want to call it, is that is the way they answered that one question. I hated it because it basically made you feel like that we are going to see the way the question was asked. Basically, Tony Khan made it sound like we were going to see this rematch, and kind of it just made it feel like we're going to see the acclaimed win. I wish he would have just called a maybe not necessarily, but it felt like that was what like it just that's what felt like it to me. It just felt like that.
Yeah, but like, okay, the whole question was bonkers. Like, couldn't you have called an audible?
Yeah, You could.
Like you don't.
You could.
I
It's
I
happening.
know, but like the question asked right in front of the two wrestlers that won.
Oh yeah,
Just
that part's dumb, but
that's
that's that sucks. But um, yeah, that's I mean that's true. But well, you want to go ahead and move on from that?
I just want to see FTR in the title picture. Like
Yeah,
why feed them to the Gun Club? It's
no waste of time. Yeah,
and
yep,
everything that the Gun Club said to FTR was so right.
yeah,
FTR, we gonna be on TV this week.
yeah. Oh, I laughed, and even
I
like
know.
even the next segment with MJF coming out, and it's like, damn, like some of the things MJF said. Like we saw your reaction again, like with what MJF said to with what
Wheeler
MJF,
Yuta.
yeah, Wheeler Yuta, what he said about uh, Regal, Daniel Bryan or Brian Danielson. I mean, that's the thing. He's getting his heat, and that's the way to do it. You know, that's um, the thing is MJF. He wouldn't. I know he wouldn't. I don't think, despite what people think, is his character. I don't think he would.
I'm waiting.
I'm trying to. I want to phrase. I don't think he would do that. I don't think he would say it if he didn't have the clearance. He would figure something else out. I know people are like, no, that's not MJF, but he had like the way he is off camera, like backstage. He's like one of the most liked guys. Like,
I'm so sure that he's one
yeah,
of the biggest sweethearts ever.
yeah. It's just when
It's
he's
it's it's usually that way.
yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I don't think he was just doing his job type thing, and he got. It's like this is what we need to do. Go ahead and do it. Like bring it up. I've been in trouble for it before. It's not a secret. Go ahead and live it up. And I think that's what happened.
This is
I don't.
cherry juice, by the way.
Sure it is. So we know what your reaction was, but did you want to add anything to it? The
About the
Tony
MJF
Schiavone
thing.
the Tony Schiavone thing was kind of
Oh,
like
yes, Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone. It's like okay,
Tony Schiavone.
Tony.
uh, this okay, like this was. Let me just put this down. The good thing about Tony Schiavone being there and MJF actually hitting him, and Wheeler Yuta's hitting back MJF because he hit Tony Schiavone. This was the only way that the audience were going to boo MJF and start rooting for Wheeler Yuta, because that audience were eating MJF up. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the fact that MJF constantly acknowledges the fact that people are cheering him and tries to bring them back on his bad side.
Yeah.
I appreciate that because I just MJF is so good at this, and he's only 25. Is he 25?
I don't know.
Was he 25? I think he was 25. He's so fucking young. I appreciate this so much. Imagine how good he's gonna be. Like he's gonna be a Hall of Famer, such a Hall of Famer. Like there's no other like MJF. I've missed him so much in AEW. I've felt his absence. I'm not saying that they could not keep it together without him, because they proved that they can. But there was something missing, and that was MJF. And I'm so happy he is back. Like he generates that heat, but the proper heat. Like he never in his AEW career has he generated go away heat, like ever. He's so good at this. He's so young and he's figured that shit out. And whatever TK is paying him, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So we're 45 minutes on the show. We're still like on AEW.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. So we'll just go through the last couple of things real quick. Pac versus Orange Cassidy. I wanted Orange Cassidy to win, but I you know me, I like Pac. I love both these guys, but it's
I didn't like the fact that Pac had to cheat to beat Orange Cassidy because, of course, this match would never have lived up to the hype that their first match had. Like, never. Because their
yeah,
first match was so good. And in the first match, we saw that Pac can beat Orange Cassidy without cheating. Why did he have to cheat here?
yeah,
Like,
true,
why?
true. Um, we touched on the AEW Interim Women's Championship for the most part because of Paige. Tony Storm winning was the right call.
Mhm.
Um, I the only thing I'll say about that, I kind of like. I know a lot of people were waiting for Jamie Hayter to go to turn on Britt, but I kind of like with Paige being there. You don't want to overshadow.
No,
You
no,
don't
no,
want to
no.
overshadow Jamie Hayter now with the
Like, you
possible face
remember
turn.
Wardlow and MJF, right?
Yep.
They were teasing that for a while.
Yeah.
Like, they can make this MJF and Wardlow 2.0.
Yeah. Yep.
We all know it's coming, but it has to come at the right moment. This sounded weird.
Yeah. I like. Yeah, it always matters when you come at the right moment. AEW World Title, John Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. I don't know if we're not. This show's not sponsored by Blue Chew, but just use code Fightful if you do.
Hey, we have a new blue border, so
Yeah.
why
So
not?
yeah, and matches blue balls. So there you go. AEW World Title, John Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. It
I was
makes
kind of mad that Brian didn't win, but
yeah.
come on, like all the promos that MJF
Whew.
and Moxley. Did you say Dean Ambrose?
No, I
Okay,
don't
I
think so.
thought, yeah.
If I
So
did,
all the promos that they cut on each other, like it would have been weird if Brian Danielson won. And after all, also, you kind of wanna see MJF cash in that chip as soon as possible, right? So if Brian Danielson won, I want him to have a lengthy reign and not
right.
MJF beat him the
Yeah,
first chance he gets. I don't
correct.
want that. Yeah. So at the end of the show, I was disappointed that Brian didn't win, but like seconds after that, like when all my thoughts kept entering my mind, I realized that this this is the right call. And afterwards, you can have Moxley actually go on that freaking vacation that he
Yeah,
wanted. Poor guy. I feel so bad about him. But I'm like simultaneously, I'm incredibly grateful because it like we all appreciate you, Mox, so much.
yeah.
And yeah,
The one thing, yeah, that's the thing. Like one thing is about Mox is, yeah, he wanted to go on his vacation, and I can't remember who said it. Like somebody on a podcast, I believe, said he had like a big fishing trip planned and everything. Like he was going,
oh
so it's like,
man,
yeah, so he was just like, but I'm willing to bet Tony Khan's taking care of that next fishing trip if I had to guess. Well, we got porn bots.
yay!
And we got, I think our mods will take care of that. We have mods here right now.
Yes, Ryan and Mark, please.
Um, so
It's because of the wine. Oh, Drew. I'm sorry, Drew. Oh my God, Drew's here. Hi, Drew.
so, but yeah, moving on. We'll just go through the Grand Slam preview real quick. You have no disqualification. Sting and Darby Allin versus Brody King and Buddy Matthews. You have Hook and Action Bronson versus Matt Menard and Angelo Parker. TBS Championship.
You gotta get a taste.
That's pretty good.
I know, I'm pretty good at that.
Jade Cargill versus Diamante. Wardlow and Samoa Joe versus Tony Nese and Josh Woods. Jungle Boy.
Again, thank you, Drew, for that photo. It was. Do you do you remember what I texted you last? When I woke up last week on Saturday morning to watch
Yeah, I do.
Rampage and Smackdown before I go to work.
Yeah.
And you asked me because it was so early in the morning for me and it was night for you. And
Yeah.
you were like, I didn't watch Rampage because, you were at the movies, right? No,
Yeah, I
you
went to
weren't
the
at
movies.
Yeah, you
I
went
went
to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. and you said, "Did I miss anything?" And I was like, it was an okay show. Like it was nothing special, but like
Yeah.
a thing happened that kind of I needed a minute after that,
Yeah. I'm
and it
like, okay.
was I needed a minute
Yeah.
because like it was the like the part where Samoa Joe and Wardlow like did the cheers thing with
Yeah.
the two titles, and I always loved that. Like
Yeah.
I remember back in the day when Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns did it all the time with their tag titles. I
Yeah.
love that so much.
So okay, go ahead. I'll let you finish. So I
And
can tell my story about that night.
yeah, and I always love that because I'm a bartender, and this is always like
Yeah.
come on, like I want to win a title with someone just so I can do that thing.
Yeah.
And like those two are so ridiculously cool, and they're so slick, and they always like come on, like we knew that the other one thought that they were better than the other guy. This was so perfectly done. It was so magnificent. It was like, yeah, okay, like see, I have a title.
Yeah.
And it was so ridiculously hot and cool and everything else that
Yeah.
I just this was the highlight for me for the whole Rampage. I know I'm a mark, okay, and I love that. It's
We're
the
we're
things
marks.
that make it's the
We're all
things that
marks.
make me watch, and also I'm a woman, okay, like cut me some slack.
Yeah.
So what do you want to
Yeah.
say?
So yeah, no, I get it, and I'll say it after I finish the Grand Slam. Jungle Boy versus Ray Phoenix, Eddie Kingston versus Sammy Guevara, the Grand Slam Golden Ticket Battle Royale, whatever they want to call it, lights out match, Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs, and then what I was saying that same night when I went to the movie, that was the night I went with my cousin. He's the one that I've shared like video of him like with Roman Reigns and
Yeah,
Seth
yeah.
Rollins at the show, and I took a selfie of us, and like it was just I'm like I'm gonna take a selfie of us, and he's a huge wrestling fan, and we were outside of an IHOP, just this like it's a I don't know if you know what IHOP is, but it's just a breakfast place,
I
breakfast
know.
chain.
I've seen movies and
Okay, well I
TV
didn't know.
series.
So, anyways, he goes like I'm like let's take a selfie, and the I love him to death, but he accidentally just pops me in the back of the head, saying like just right before, just, we the ones, and I'm like Jesus, total accident. So I'm not like mad, but it was just like
I saw the photo
yeah,
too. It was
it's
ridiculously cool. Like it's
yeah.
yeah,
He's like,
it was
like
so
yeah,
wholesome.
yeah. It's wholesome, but it's just funny because it just boom popped me right in the back of the head, and he just kept going with it though. It was like, all right. So that's all I wanted to say about that. It made me laugh, but we'll we'll do the Cooper effect after this
Rant.
NXT. Yep, NXT nonsense. We're gonna get into this real quick. Um, oh God, I'm gonna just say what I need to say, and then I'll let you go. Solo Sikoa, Carmelo Hayes, Shawn Michaels have a segment. Shawn Michaels says that Solo was not even supposed to be part of this match, and he has to take the title away. I was just like, are you kidding me? What in the hell is the point of this? Like, what? Why? Like, how do you change your mind that quickly? Like, how do you? Why? What do you do? Like this does not make any damn sense at all, and that irritated the hell out of me. Um, it was, it's obviously bad booking, and in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, and I would think people would agree with me on this. If you don't have a plan for your world title at least 3 or 4 weeks in advance, you shouldn't be changing the title on anybody. That's just my opinion. But I'll let you go.
So about the Solo Sikoa thing,
Yeah.
it was incredibly weird because the moment he won that title, I was like, why are you taking titles from NXT and moving them to the main roster? Like this was kind of okay for me because it was about the bloodline. But when you think about it, the bloodline became this thing where they just grab onto all the titles and they have like it's so cool because they have them all, but like what do you do with the rest of your roster that actually is there all the time? Like
Yeah.
you're because of that great faction that you had, like this is one of the best factions after the Shield and the Undisputed era. Like this is great. I love it. Like this is the thing that makes me watch WWE because the bloodline, uh everyone that battles the bloodline is elevated more so.
Yep.
Yeah, and it makes them look important because they're a part of that storyline. And I was kind of fun with that. But why do you take titles from NXT? And he wasn't gonna be on NXT. He was gonna be on SmackDown. Then
Yeah.
he defended that title on SmackDown against Madcap Moss.
Yeah.
And then next week they say that that title run didn't count.
Yeah.
You
It,
realize that this is the same company, right? Like the people in charge are the same. And if that title run didn't matter, why did he defend it after winning it?
yeah.
Like
That's
this
the
is
thing.
so
Like, it doesn't make any
strange.
damn sense whatsoever.
Like we all know, like okay, like we're not stupid. We all know that something happened, and there's a reason for them to strip him of that title. We know that something happened. Where it's Fox and USA, like the two championships, being the same person, like from one show, that's holding a title from another show on another network. Like I know, like this may be a thing, but like they could have handled that much better. All right,
Yeah.
much better, and keep being on that front. Okay, like you announce a ladder match. Of course that Shawn Michaels gonna announce a ladder match like that, like Shawn Michaels and his ladders. Okay, so you give uh you give Wesley a break because he was supposed to be the one to answer that challenge, you know for Carmelo Hayes. He was beat up backstage and he couldn't compete in that match. He was given a bye towards that ladder match, and he decided to be a fucking stupid hat and go like I'm a total WWE babyface, and I'm gonna be as stupid as a chicken because look at all those chickens. And like decide I want to take the high road and actually earn that opportunity. You're stupid, Wesley. You're so stupid for not taking that, why is that happening? Why are the baby faces portrayed as so annoyingly dumb and uneducated fucks? Like,
I,
why is that happening?
I can tell you why.
Look at all those chickens.
It'll never
I
get old for me.
so know that you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
So
Well, you bring it up, I gotta do it.
I know, like it's a chicken.
That's an owl. I hate
I
them.
know.
They can. Okay. So go. I'm gonna let you go to. We're gonna skip the other matches and let you go to Tyler Bate, and that stuff. want you to-
You don't want to talk about people wearing Argyle sweater vests?
Well, that was good, but
Why
okay.
is that good? Like, why is any wrestler
No, I'm
supposed
not,
to
like,
wrestle
we're
in
good
an
to talk
Argyle
about
sweater
that.
vest? Unless you're Rajesh Romain Kutropoli from Big Bang Theory. Like, this is the only exception. If you're a wrestler and you're portraying Raj from Big Bang Theory, like, this is the only reason why you need to wrestle in the sweater vest, an Argyle sweater vest. Like, Tyler Bate losing to Jordan Devlin is the most stupid ass decision ever because Tyler Bate and Jordan Devlin had one of the best matches in NXT in 20, was it 18 or 20? It was either at the end of 2018 or at the beginning of 2019. I'm pretty sure that it was the end of 2018. Like they had one of the no, at the end of 2019 or the beginning of 2020. I'm sorry for getting those mixed up. Like they had one of the best matches out there. I'm not saying that Jordan Devlin isn't an awesome wrestler. He's just creeping me out. His gimmick is a psychopath. I hate those. I hate psychopaths, as all people should. He's also kind of a creep, and
Well,
I'm not gonna say anything about his wrestling skills because he's good in the ring. But the fact that he had to beat Tyler Bate, and Tyler Bate feels kind of lost in the shuffle. And if the only reason, like the only way they can remedy this is if they give Tyler Bate the North American Championship. If he's a part of that ladder match,
oh
like
god.
I'll be able to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that things are about to get better. Okay. I will also need to wash all my underwear afterwards. Like that's if like this is the only way that things could get better. This is the only way. This is the way.
I was gonna wait after the show to tell you this, but I might as well since it's on camera. I asked Sean if he could get me into Halloween Havoc because I'm not too far. I'm about 3 hours from it. So if he can get me in there, I'm gonna go. So I just thought I'd tell you that.
So you're basically saying that you have potentially the opportunity of seeing Tyler Bate win a championship?
Yeah, and the worst thing about this is I'm gonna make it even worse. Is the night before in Jacksonville, Rampage is there. So there's a possibility I'm just saying there's a possibility Wardlow could be wrestling too. You can make it to the United States.
Great. Yes, I'm so sure.
we can make it. We'll get you a passport.
I can get a passport. I need a visa.
Yeah.
These things don't happen.
I got a visa. I got a MasterCard. I got American Express. I know that's a dumb joke. I got it.
How are you not a dad? You're so ready.
Yeah, no, you just have to. You have to do things to be able to be a dad.
Yeah, I know. I like the thing that also made me incredibly annoyed is the fact that Brooks, Josh Briggs, and Brooks Jensen obviously are the stupid redneck Americans that do not know that what the Scottish flag looks like. Even though one of the biggest Scotsmen in WWE history was WWE champion for quite some time, he also is a big deal on SmackDown. What a great way to say that you don't watch your product in kayfabe, of course. Yeah. This was so stupid. Also, they called it a pub, which was obviously backstage. Like, why are you insulting my intelligence? That is so not the way to do it.
This is my ignorance. What's the difference between a pub and a bar, or is it what is there a difference? Or is it the same?
Well, in my point of view, in a pub you can actually get something to eat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like French fries or what. And in the bar, in a bar you get only packaged stuff. Like chips. Okay. Snacks and nuts and whatever. Like this is for me. Like this is the difference for me.
That makes sense. Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah. So also Andre Chase beating Carmelo Hayes. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys on a little secret, and please do not tell Kate or Alex. Please.
Pulowski?
Oh. Yeah.
This is both of us, by the way. So
yeah. I love Andre Chase so much.
I do too. I absolutely think the guy's great.
This is so like if you follow their show and if you follow my stupid ass videos on Twitter, like you know that I'm a big goof and I'm a huge fan of goofiness. Andre Chase, it's so stupid. I love that so much. Like I love that gimmick. I love when he does the kicks and what does that stand for? Chase you. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. This is so fun. I'm sorry if you guys want to cancel us after that. I'm so sorry, but please give us all your money before that.
yeah. Super chats. Tell us you're leaving with super chats.
Tell us you hate us in the super chat. I love Andre Chase so much. Like
I know.
Chase you, like it took some time. Okay, like it took a couple of weeks, but I was like, this is so stupid. Come on, and I was like, oh my god, I love this.
Yeah.
This is so stupid.
That
But
was the exact same with me. It took me a few weeks, and I'm like, this is
yeah,
the
but
dumbest thing
it
ever. And then
totally
all of a
grew on
sudden,
me.
I think what helped was when he had like Bodie. I think Bodie helped me with this whole thing, and
Yeah,
Bodie doesn't like. I mean, it doesn't really do much. Like he doesn't bring much. It's just the way that he just believes in him. Bodie does his job really well, and it's
I
just,
know, I know. It's kind of it kind of gives me the Office vibes.
yeah.
For
Oh, it
for,
does.
for
Yeah,
yeah, it kind of gives me the Office vibes.
yeah. I can see
In a
that.
totally different way, but
Yeah.
like you get what I'm saying.
Yep.
And as much as I love Chase U, this was not.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew. This is the I love you. We love you too.
We do.
As much as I love Chase U, this was so unnecessary. Like, and it happened absolutely clean as a sheet. I
Yep.
like. Why are you doing this to Carmelo Hayes? Like this is if you're if if Carmelo's going to the main roster, okay, fine. But like that's no.
Yeah.
I
No.
I, I did not like that.
Yeah. No, I didn't either. Um. So yeah, you already talked about. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We tackled everything in there for AEW, or excuse me, for NXT. So you know what that means.
A damn fine cup of coffee.
There we go. So Maggie, tell everybody what we got going on.
This week's Cooper fact number one is about the Guam kingfishers. This is a cute little birdie that are planning to like ambitious scientists are planning to bring that species back from extinction because it was wrongfully introduced to invasive brown tree snake that ate all the species.
I thought, Maggie, this is supposed to be good stories.
No, this is totally a good story
Okay.
because scientists are planning to actually rebreed the bird into a different location, to a different island. So this is a good thing. So they're trying to find islands with better climates and without actually a lot of species that could eat them, as the so-called snake. So they're having some troubles, but I think they're gonna find them. And it's been uh, 30 years, 30-year absence.
Wow.
Yeah, for that cute little bird. And I love birds, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's also really, you guys saw it. It's actually so
Yeah.
ridiculously cute.
Caden, are you still in here? If he is, tell him to look at those stupid colors. There's a
Why is that?
they're not stupid colors. They're he goes to the University of Florida, and those are the school colors, and I hate that school. It's just
Oh, why is
but
everything hating on Caden?
no, I don't hate on Caden. I just hate the school that he
In
goes
school?
to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not personal. He just needs
Yeah,
to go to a better school, like Florida State.
sure.
That's where I grew up in Florida. But
I know.
yeah, so yeah, moving on. Let's go ahead and tackle the WWE Smackdown Preview tonight. We
I
had
don't even know what the preview is.
they added a couple of matches. Well, we know Roman Reigns returns tonight. He'll be there. The Usos are taking on the Brawling Brutes for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. And then your
They're
guy,
kind of over. The Brawling Brutes are kind of over.
yeah, they are. And your guy Braun Strowman is taking on Otis. Yeah, I gave him to you. You're Scott. That's how you can get banned here, buddy. But yeah. So that's all that I know of now. They tend to add a match like during our show, so they should.
I know, but there's something that's gonna happen at 9:23, right?
Yeah, and that's what we're getting into right now. There is a white
segue.
The white. Yeah, I'm just not as good as Sean at it.
I know.
There is a white bunny that's going to appear on tonight's SmackDown.
What's it gonna be, Rob? What is it? What is it? What is it? Tell me. What is it? What is it? Say it.
It's
Say
going to be oh damn! Well, I forgot the guy's name. It was the dude from Adam Rose and his bunny.
The Rosebuds. And
the Rosebuds.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
so
who
the other thing that it could be.
Fun fact: did you know Top Flight? They were Rosebuds at one time.
Were they?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
There you go. Fun fact.
So I'm not gonna be mad if they make a real life version of Randy Marsh from South Park and that episode about the Easter. He comes out with the mustache. No, okay. All joking aside, okay, if it's not Bray Wyatt, if it's not yet Bray Wyatt, because I kind of think that it's gotta be, right?
I think so. I don't know how
it's gotta be like after the first time they played that music and everyone buzzed on Twitter. Like they had to, they saw it and they have to put a stop on it, put the brakes on that. Yeah. Okay. People are starting to go around saying that it's Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Okay. It's gonna be a stupid ass decision if you re-debuted him if he wasn't there. If this was the way they introduced him back, I would have been fine. But we know he's there. Okay.
Yeah.
There's one option I will be incredibly happy with if it's Karrion Kross. If I saw that theory on Twitter and I fell in love with that theory. Okay.
Was it the okay? I'll let you go. I'm thinking we're on the same boat. It involves two or three people.
It's the theory that Karrion Kross is the White Rabbit come to life from the Firefly from House.
That's what I was going to bring up.
This is the only thing, and it's going to be so perfectly awesome. I love that. But let's face it, I don't have faith that they can make this a thing, but it's so good.
Yeah.
It is so good. I love that. Whoever thought about that, WWE fucking hire that guy or girl. I don't judge. This is brilliant. I never would have guessed that. But I cannot wait. I am going to watch SmackDown first tomorrow when I wake up, and that's saying something.
Wow. That is shocking because usually
the last time I know. The last time I did that was when Vince McMahon was planning to show up after that whole
that was because I was at that show. That's why.
Yeah, I just wanted to see you in the in the audience.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that theory. He's a White Rabbit, but the theory, the other theory was Dexter Lumis is somebody in chat probably saw it, but they have everybody. Dexter Lumis is I can't remember the character's name. Yeah, but there it is. Richard has it. This is who they have all together. They have this as a whole stable. Bray, Braun, Karrion Kross, Alexa. Yeah. The Malachi.
Do you think that Dexter is the buzzard?
That's it. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
I
I
love
forgot his
that.
name, but yeah.
And then Alexa Bliss this past week, she mentioned, like when she said 10 foot tall, like she said something in her promo about 10 feet tall, or 10 foot tall.
Didn't the lights flicker in her match?
Yes. Yeah, that. And then she also mentioned in her promo about 10 feet tall, 10 foot tall. I don't remember the exact word, but it was basically a hint at something. So I'm very
I
excited.
know. I'm
It's,
really excited because she always said in interviews that she loved doing that gimmick.
yeah.
Like the fact that they gave her shit, and she was the only one who pulled that off. Okay,
Yeah.
like in spite of the ridiculous booking and stuff. Okay, she pulled that off incredibly. Like I've always given her the flowers about that because she's so good at this.
Yep.
Even when she threw a fireball at Randy Orton, this was so dumb, and yet she pulled that off. Okay, like Randy Orton was the one who didn't sell it as good, and the camera work wasn't there either. But hey, Thunderdome era, yeah. You, now that we have someone different in charge, it's gonna be something new, even if it's something old. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm pumped for this. Like this is how you make this is how you, because SmackDown kind of fell off a bit, because
Mhm.
they focused on Raw a lot when Triple H came back. SmackDown was just as dull as it used to be. It was completely missable, absolutely missable, and it didn't help the fact that all the SmackDown superstars that mattered were on Raw every week because screw the brand split. So this is exciting. Again, I always wake up on Saturdays watching Rampage first. I'm gonna watch SmackDown first. Not only that Rampage is 2 hours, like I probably won't even be able to watch it at full length. But I'm so pumped for this. I cannot wait. Like
Yeah.
we may not even see him debut. Like it's not. I'm not saying that I will be disappointed if he doesn't debut. I just want to see something that makes things a little bit more clear, and
Yeah.
so that we can know what to expect, and people may actually tune in. Like I know that this is a great way to make people watch. I know, but if they're disappointed, they won't watch the week after that.
Yeah. That's true. I was thinking of like how just if it's I was just thinking how the crowd, like if it's not Bray Wyatt or if it's just Killer Cross or Carrying Cross with just
They're
this.
gonna boo the crap out of
Yeah.
that guy.
And
I
that's
have like
unfortunate.
why when Karen Cross comes out and attacks someone, why does the camera go black and gray?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why? Why is that?
I don't know. I
All
really
of a
don't know.
sudden, he has control over the color of why
Yeah.
this is stupid. Okay, I get it while his entrance is happening because this is actually intimidating for us the viewers. Okay, not for the actual competitors because they can't see that because that's stupid. But oh my god, like now we need to see him in a different light because it's gray. Why? That's so stupid. Like I never liked that.
Yeah.
But I'm
And
actually pumped.
the thing is there's Rampage like we talked about. There's SmackDown, but there's another show tonight, Impact Victory Road. We're going to do our quick predictions real quick. We got about 10, 15 minutes left. Barbed wire massacre match: Sami Callihan versus Moose versus Steve Macklin. Every
I
time,
kind of want to see Steve Macklin win
that's what I was going to
here.
say. It doesn't, like, anytime Steve Macklin's in a match, I'm going with Steve Macklin. It just,
Absolutely. I'm a big Sami Callihan fan. I love him so much, but I kind of want to see Steve Macklin. He's been killing it
you
in
know,
Impact.
whoops, sorry, Joe Pearlgate. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
Um, I saw that. I forgot to read There it is. Tom Talks Rubbish. He's looking for a new karaoke song. Big love to both. A new karaoke song. Ooh.
Because you know I walk 1,000 miles to you just see. What was the lyrics to that?
Are you singing Vanessa Carlton?
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, no, not that one. That would be
Why?
that would be tough. I don't even know the
What
song.
is that?
I don't know the song. That's probably why it'd be tough.
If I could walk into the. What was the lyrics to that song? Someone send me the lyrics. I want to
I
sing
can
that
send
song.
you the lyrics. That's easy. Just Google.
Google.
I don't. It depends what kind of music you like, and
Do
but
you think time will
there you go.
pass us by? Cause
There you go.
you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I
We're gonna
could
get
just see you.
So Impact Victory Road, we went into 1,000 miles. Pick your poison match: Jordan Grace versus Max, the Impaler. Jesus, I'm so tired. Jordan Grace. I'm going Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace, yes. So much Jordan Grace.
Triple threat revolver winner challenges for the X Division title at Bound for Glory. Mia Yim versus Kenny King. Black versus Black Taurus. Versus Yuya Yamura versus Alex Zane versus Trey Miguel, Laredo Kid, and Frankie Kazarian.
I have no idea who wins this match. I want to see Mia Yim.
I want to see Mia Yim, but I think I'm gonna go with Trey Miguel. Why not?
I'm gonna say Alex Zane.
Okay.
I love Alex Zane. Like I follow him for through the Indies. Then he went to WWE for some reason. Yeah, the bots are back. Yay.
Yeah.
The bots like Vanessa Carlton or whatever her name was.
Yeah, that's what it was. I gotcha.
Or as Scott say, Kenny King is logical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
That's
sense
true. Kenny King would be a good pick. X Division Championship, Speedball Mike Bailey taking on Delirious. That's easy. Speedball. And I like Delirious. I like him.
Speedball, he's been having the time of his life. It's so Speedball.
Tasha Steelz versus Killer Kelly. I think you got to go with Killer Kelly.
Yep. Killer Kelly.
Giselle Shaw versus Mickie James. I was thinking Mickie James for a while, but now I'm kind of leaning towards Giselle Shaw. I think
I kind of want to see Mickie James because she had that whole speech, you know?
Yeah,
she gave the speech.
Yeah, I'd be fine with Mickie winning. There's part of me that wonders if she's, I don't know. We'll see.
If she's hanging them up?
Well, not necessarily. I just think maybe it's somebody she wants to put over. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and go with Mickie James.
Yeah, but she said that if she loses, that's it, because it's so anticlimactic. I'm not saying that anything about Giselle. Like I think they would have made their work.
I think they would have made it a bigger deal too.
So I'll go with Mickie James.
Yeah, I'm going that.
She'll sell the crap out for Giselle.
Yeah. Honor No More versus Motor City Machine Guns. It's the same thing as like Steve Macklin. I'm going with Motor City Machine Guns. The only time I didn't
always go for Motor City Machine Guns.
The only time I didn't was against FTR when in that match.
That makes zero sense whatsoever.
Yeah, Heath.
Like they played heels in that match, and they're automatically baby faces again on Impact. Like this is.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Heath.
They had a match against Aussie Open, right? Last night.
Yeah. Yep. They did.
That was so good.
I didn't actually get to watch it yet.
Go back and watch that match.
Well, I will. I just didn't. You have Heath, Rich Swann, and Josh Alexander taking Honor No More of Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Eddie Edwards. I think Honor No More will get this victory.
Honor No More need a win because why are they there? They're losing all the time.
Yep. And I think, and I love Heath, but I think he's there to take the pin.
He's been having a pretty run there.
Oh, he has.
I've never enjoyed Heath Slater so much ever.
Oh, I love. Again, this is kind of like Chase University. I love 3-man band because it entertained the hell out of me.
Really?
Yeah.
I hated that.
But it was my fault. it's my fault they got let go because I was at their last Raw before like Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal got released. I was at that last Raw, and the next day they got released, and I just put the blame on myself for that. Yeah, it's too bad. So that's Victory Road. WWE Survivor Series, they announced that there will be 2 War Game matches.
Say it correctly.
What'd I say? Oh, I would do no justice like William Regal. I can't do it that way. Like I'm not as well as Sir William Regal. I would not be doing him any justice if I tried it like him. It's just I wouldn't. The man deserves a lot of respect, and if I just say it like brutally, like just absolutely just awful, I
But that
wouldn't
doesn't count. Like, it's the thought that counts.
Okay, well, War Games. I can't even do it without. I was about to laugh in the middle of it. Jesus.
Say it like War Games.
Oh, see, now that's a lot better. No, I don't.
I
want
know. I used to be a vocalist in a band. I know.
One man band or one woman band, right?
No,
One
like
man,
a
one-
legit
No,
band.
I know. I'm just saying. But what do you think of that?
I love that. I've missed War Games
Yeah, I
so
know.
much. It's a pity that there's no one there to say it.
Somebody said they should just use the damn thing. They're like, just use it. Like, use the audio. They own it, so they can just use. They don't have to show Regal. I know
Yeah,
it
but
won't be
like
the same.
after I'm sorry, but after all the the talent tampering, like I don't think it's
No.
it's gonna, yeah.
I know it won't, but I'm just saying I could see it. I could say just once I could see it, or maybe like in a montage where everybody talks about it, like do something like that. That way we could get it that way, like where Dusty Rhodes says War Games, Ric Flair says War Games, like everybody
Yeah,
says it, like
yeah.
Triple H yells it. They just show different people say it, and then you
And
hear
Triple
like,
H has a pair of lungs on him
Yeah.
also, so that's
yeah,
fine.
and then you just hear that's when you get William Regal War Game, like
Yeah,
That's-
I'm excited about that because this makes way more sense than any other Survivor Series match that we've had for the last couple of years. Survivor Series has been crap for a long time, and I love Survivor Series. Like, remember the Survivor Series when Becky invaded Raw? You know, she had the SmackDown T-shirt. It's the night that she got busted. You know, her nose got busted. And
Yep.
after that, was it the year after that where NXT invaded? And everything was amazing. Like those 2 Survivor Series
well, that's the
were
same. Oh, sorry,
the
gotcha.
next
Okay.
one, the
Yep,
next
gotcha.
year.
Yep.
Those were magnificent builds and they mattered and they made sense. After that, year after year, it was so ridiculously stupid because uh, 2 weeks before the Survivor Series, they had drafts. And automatically, people who weren't even there were fighting for brand supremacy. So, for what? Like, this was so unimaginative. Like, why not have the brand split after that?
Yeah.
Like, it would have made at least a bit more sense than having them before that. Like, the fact that some people are loyal to one part of the building than the other people who are, loyal to the other left side of the building, and those people fight. It's the same fucking building. It makes no sense. You're under the same roof. The same people are paying you money, and there's absolutely not zero difference in everything. Like the Raw versus SmackDown, no, like no, girl, ain't not gonna happen. Like this is not, like, that's not happening. The fact that Triple H said himself that those matches are gonna have storylines in them, this automatically, without any hesitation, this is way more interesting than the past couple or 3 years of Survivor Series that we've had. Automatically is way more great.
Interesting, yeah. Let's go to our last Cooper effect here. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
A damn fine cup of coffee.
Our second Cooper fact is about Alex, or AKA Imposter Alex. Alex Cardoza, who is usually the co-host with Kate on SmackDown and Rampage post shows. They won't be tonight. Tonight will be Alex Pawlowski and Robert DeFelice, right?
I think so.
Yes. Okay, so Alex and Kate have been amazing together. I've fallen in love with Alex's persona on that show. He's so ridiculously hilarious, and I cannot wait to have a chat with him. He's so great, and also he's one of the funny people on Twitter. And as you guys know, you always appreciate the bright and positive and wholesome part of Twitter when the other side of Twitter is so ugly and not such a bright place. And also you appreciate those people when your normal day-to-day life isn't as great as you want it to be, so you appreciate people more. So join us after this show ends in a couple of minutes on Fightful Select, where we are going to have Alex as our guest on Coexisting After Dark.
Yeah. And you know what time it is now? Maggie, I asked my wife why she married me. She said, because you're funny. And I said, I thought it was because the sex was good. She said, see, you're hilarious.
Oldie but goldie.
After my prostate exam, the doctor walked out and the nurse walked in. She said to me something that no man ever wants to hear. Who was that?
Oh no. Oh no. No.
This one.
Are you hesitant?
Yeah, this one, like, Maggie, what do you call the cockpit of an airplane when there's just female pilots?
I'm gonna regret this.
The box office. And lastly, a dad joke. I got a job that pays only in vegetables. The celery is great.
Okay, that's a good one.
There you go.
That's a good one. Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. So Maggie, tell everybody where they can find you.
Guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Maggie_IK and on Instagram at Maggie.IK. We have a new border that says it. Everything. It's so great.
Yeah, I like it, and we might keep it. I know Caden was gonna.
Tom said another super chat that you didn't read.
Oh, okay, he did. Okay, let me see. He said check. Oh, I didn't see that. Was it the karaoke?
After the karaoke thing.
Oh, okay. I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah.
And then you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter, or you can follow me on Instagram at FightfulRob. I don't have a DM. Let's see here. Oh, sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Oh, okay. He said this is how you do it at War Games, so he just.
Yeah, but he sent a super chat before that.
Yeah, that was the he sent the karaoke one. Did he send another one?
After the karaoke, he said another one.
Oh, he did? Okay, my bad. I don't know what that was. Oh, there's more porn bots. I'm trying to find it.
First day.
Oh, there you go. By the way, Maggie, you got pipes. You do have pipes. That was pretty good. 1,000 miles. And I'm sorry, Tom. I don't know what to recommend for.
Oh my God! I needed context about this. Pipes as in,
Yeah.
voice. Not like pipes as in my lady parts.
That's okay. No,
No,
pipes is
because it's in Bulgarian. In Bulgarian,
oh,
it means
yeah.
that.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Wow.
Because
Yeah.
I needed.
Okay.
Yeah, in
Jesus.
Bulgarian, that word means, it's slang for,
Okay, cool. That's great. Now I
the
know at
more
least
you
one.
know.
Yeah, the more you know. The more you know. Guys, I want to say thank you very much for being here with us for the past hour and a half. We love you. It's been a blast. We'll be back here next week at 3:00 Eastern. And next week our Coexisting After Dark is the tag talk team. So I know we're very excited about that. So they'll be joining us. And again, do us a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. And if you can leave us a comment, that'll go a long ways as well for us. And with that said, we hope to see everybody over there on Fightful Select right now as we go over and hang out with Alex Cardoza. Other than that, we will see you guys next week.